You! What did you hear? Why are you spying on me? What do you mean, paranoid? You are surprisingly well-mannered for a thief. But why should I trust what you say? How shall I know this to be true? Do not seek to play tricks on me, thief. Why would Guy send you here? I believe you, friend. We cannot let the Grail leave the temple while Malik lives. Tell me your task. Oh Lord, then I am forgiven. Guy has forgiven me? Why, there is no better place than here. This part of the test gives access to the deeper level of Aeternis wherein lies the cathedral. Beneath this altar, there is an accessway that opens when a pianola roll is placed in the organ and the second shield is beneath the orrery. You must guard here. There is only one other way through the Guardian's own passageways. I will watch that. Is there anything else I might tell that will aid our holy cause? No. He is too wily to allow himself to be discovered by any. Indeed, if any thief should pass the impedimenta of this room and descend beneath the altar, he will enter a drain. If you are able, follow him and push him out the other end. A fearsome beast waits below. It will consume him utterly. A creature from hell come for cooler waters, I suspect. It is lethal. Beware of it at all times. I have dealt with one thief. I have seen at least 2 others, but they evaded me. We must ward well against these thieves. It would be a cruel fate indeed if one were to deliver the Grail into the hands of Malik. It is of God. I ask no further questions than that. It tests the will of man. The knights were the most highly trained and the most pious of men, but still it has tortured and warped us all beyond endurance. Not one of us is guiltless in its light. Perhaps you're right, my friend. I will go to the other pathway Malik might use.
Welcome, thief. Please don't be alarmed. My name is Geoffrey. I was the architect of Eternis. I've been instructed to answer, within the realms of the test, the questions of those that survived this far. Please ask on. No, I will not speak of that place. No, not for many decades. If I did, I would be able to show you the trophy of his head. We were 12, all dedicated, but the Grailstone weighed on the brain as much as on other parts of the body. Before long, some of our number turned to madness or evil, though I suspect Malik was born with a black heart. After many decades, Malik broke away and sealed himself into ancient chambers we had found and revived a pagan idol of evil. Its name was Mal. After he fled, we purged the remainder of his followers that we could overpower, but those that remain are still tainted with the evil of Mal. What is there to tell? I have seen wonders and horrors in this place. When Malik was sane, I went with him to the deeper realms of the lower caves. A time of discovery when I was so young, thief. My heart sang with the great work before me, my head filled with visions of the future. Eternis would have become the center of the world. As you are being tested by God, thief, so was I. I've had to watch my proud dreams crumble to dust while the world beyond forgets us and all we stood for. A holy picture of the future. The Grailstone expanded the mind and wisdom of our leader Tobias to the point where he is truly beyond humanity. Your aspect fits with what he saw centuries ago by the reckoning of days under the sun. I imagine they were God's part in the test. He sent them down here, I suspect, before the 6th day of creation. Fearsome creatures they are indeed, and more to come that make those you have seen look like tadpoles in the pond. A sister order, but a sister that proved to be a harpy in disguise. When the Templar order fell, they lifted not a finger to help, but withdrew into the shadows like godless cowards and plotted to take the Grail for themselves. A treacherous dog, a follower of Malik, the Satan child. He redeemed himself by betraying the betrayer, but this to me is doubly a reason to mistrust him. He is stalwart, indomitable. His patience is enduring. The test that this place has been for all the long years for us has seemed to not affect him at all. That is of no concern to you, thief. We do not know. In the deepest caves, on the very shores of hell it seemed, I once heard the terrifying cries of beasts across a sunless lake. I suspect these creatures to be more fearsome than any human imagination could conceive. I also suspect this thing to be just one of them, lost in the upper caves. We have all thanked God that it is unable to leave the water. Yes, I do, but it's not my purview to tell you the inner secrets of our history. Oh, he was a fine man of honor. He pursued a traitor amongst us named Malik into the outside world, but he was locked out by Vincent, a follower of Malik. Without Grailstone, we fear he perished. When we first came here, it glistened like jewels about the floor. We mined it, but when the traitor Malik left, he took it with him. Over a century of relentless toil was in that sack. We were mortified. Without Grailstone, the centuries catch up with frail human flesh. The thought that our errors allowed this monster to escape into the world of men, to live perhaps forever, working against the will of God, fills us with shame. Do you think me a traitor? You are being tested. I cannot help you. I have seen some. Yes, they are ahead of you, but fear not. There is only one fated by God to carry the Grail. If it is you, you will prevail. And indeed, surely one, an ill-tempered lout, will die before long. Warren, he said he was called. Foolish thief, what would be the point of the test then? He is a mad dog. I've argued many times with Tobias the folly of having allowed him to live. When the followers of Malik were questioned, he was contrite, claiming fear and folly. He betrayed the hideous acts of the others. Tobias forgave him, but I do not trust him. He is insane. I have little patience with him. He is a disgusting, fawning little maggot. I have never understood Tobias's trust in him. He was a foul monster. When I first heard he was born to a heathen tribe, I argued with Tobias against his being amongst our number, but I went unheard. I was not surprised when I met him. He has a charm about him. He has the ability to make one feel he knows far more and deeper than anyone else. It is no surprise that some of the others followed him when he betrayed his holy charge and revived the pagan cult of Maal. Edgar is a fool. Do not listen to anything he might say. He thought himself a rival for the leadership of all the knights, and only Philip follows him. Indeed, good fortune.